So, I mean, I wasn't originally planning on, you know, like showing the mechanics for this or like doing like a mini tutorial for this, I guess. But hey, that's all the comments I've gotten for the past couple of videos. So, I'm just gonna be going over the, you know, mechanics for this and just showing how everything works. So I mean, here's the main part. I've gone over this in a couple of tutorials. You know, you got the seat here, and then every now and then you can change the weight size. You can, you know, change how that works. And then this is where the stands usually go for the things. You can either put it on the right side or the left. It really doesn't matter. You can animate that. I might do some tutorials on that or something later on in this video. But so yeah, there's the stand here, stand design here. Most of the time it really doesn't matter. It can be like all over the place when you make this stuff. And then this stuff, this is probably the butter of all the bread up here. So the timer blocks, piston blocks, wheels are just the main thing that I use, and every now and then I'll put some springs and wheels in. These are mainly for the things to shake and like give it like that punching effect, like this here. And you can usually see things like here, these here. I have like a transformation tutorial and it just brings the person down so you can put something back up in its place. But for this, I didn't put something back up in its place. I just bring the person down so this little thing can come up. There's an idle animation here. It just goes with a wheel, spring, hinge. This makes it go up and down. Just kind of gives it that floating effect, you know. This sets everything into place, moves the arms. Let's see. Yeah, you know, this stuff pushes it up. This is where the player, or the person you're, you know, trying to kill, gets sat down, pushes them forward. And then, I'd say this is one of the more complicated things of this entire thing. Yeah, and this entire moveset. This gets pushed forward, this gets pushed up, and then this, the whole thing shakes here. So, let's see if I can set it up real quick. Talking about is for the shaking. If we do this here, oh shoot, but yeah, if we do this here, it kind of gives it that shaking effect where, you know, if something's like punching it, it'll, you know, like shake a bunch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you can sit in here. Kind of does look like I'm tweaking out, but it doesn't really matter. So if we look at it on this, it'll look a whole lot better though. And anchor this and then turn off collision for that, you know. Alright, so if I bind it to all of these things, this kind of just compacts it all, and just because right now the arms are separated from everything, and see, it makes it shake, and the way it gives it the punching feel, like makes it look like it's throwing fists. You just position this really, and then you can normally just rotate it with a wheel, but other than that, it's really not all too complicated. It's pretty simple really. You can just shake this, you know, just the same wheel mechanic. I can go over this later on too, but this is probably the majority of the mechanics that are like actually advanced here. The servos here are for punching, just for animating, because I haven't really tried it a lot. But when I do, I try to make it look somewhat good. So once again, we can, you know, compact it. Clone this here to push that piston. But, you know, I think overall, if you can get it to look somewhat good, then I'm talking about like the design. If you can get it to look somewhat good, it really doesn't matter as long as you have like cool mechanics. Because, you know, those cool mechanics are really what sell the entire thing. Like, you could have like a Like, yeah, models are cool and all, but you don't really need to have really cool models if the mechanics can be, you know, crazy and all that stuff. But yeah, these servos kind of just push it out like this, and the pistons make it punch, you know. And then when I do this here, it sends out like a signal to this thing here, and this pushes it over this way to give it that feel that I just send it forward. And then, you know, this over here, this drags it forward, or pushes it forward, I guess. And then I don't know why, but in the video the wormholes here didn't show up. They're supposed to push up and then send you down along with this guy here, but in the video some reason didn't really work. But for now I can just say that this sends it forward, this pushes it down with all this stuff, and you know, the wormhole comes up. For the Barrage, I'm pretty sure I did a tutorial on this. If not, I'll make like a whole in-guide stand tutorial, like with a bunch of mechanics and a bunch of guidelines that you can follow, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking for that. I mean, other than that, it's not really too complicated. I can also include these like weapon frames, like these ability panels. I don't know if I'll do designs on it, because you know, it's subjective and I'm not trying to do like 500 different abilities, you know. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's pretty simple. It's just getting the timing right, and the delays is kind of annoying. So delays to set it all up. Pistons is probably the main mechanic you use. To damage them, obviously use spike blocks. Can buy pretty much everything from the shop here. Oh yeah, and then this thing here, this is like a just the spin mechanic I use for my arm. Let's see. Normally you do this with like an armor piece. Like if you were to build a specific set of armor, you kind of use the same mechanics. I do not know what's going on with my avatar today. But yeah, you know, you can. Oh wait, well that didn't really work. Normally you can just have something attached to your arm, and then you can use butter blocks with it. And then once you use those butter blocks, it makes it so blocks can connect to your body parts, and you can add wheels on that stuff. You can add you know, whole bunch of things to make it look a whole lot cooler, you know. I mean, other than that, I guess that's really it. So there's not a whole lot more to it. I kind of want to do this a little bit more, just because, you know, I like showing you guys. I like it. I like seeing when you guys, you know, can make some cool things. I've seen a couple of things when I've joined public servers, but yeah, you know, that's gonna be all for this video. Sorry I haven't, you know, really been uploading that much. I've been busy with school, busy in making a bunch more videos. I got a D4C over here. I'll quickly show that real quick. But it's got like a love train ability, like another animation thing. I haven't really got a lot of progress on it, but I got, you know, new hollow purples, new JJK things. I think a couple new double fruits too. But none of them are close to being finished. But yeah, this here, this is like, I think the furthest I've gone with an animation. So you can, you know, bring all this together, and it, yeah, you know, just give it that like flag thing here. It's all servos. Servers are going crazy on that. But hey, that's for next video, you know. So you know, if you haven't already, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, man. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.